November 30th, 2017. You're looking at a website called CoinDesk.com. Keeps up with Bitcoin, Ethereum. It's a cryptocurrency, kind of like CNBC. A couple of days ago, I did a video that talked about the black hole. Bitcoin, the black hole, the cryptocurrency nightmare. And the black hole factor is this. You've got to remember, hedge fund managers are not very intelligent. They follow a lot of computer algorithms and things like that. But guys, they've taken your 401ks, your retirements, pension funds, and all of that and wrapped them up in some pretty shady deals. And people have lost thousands over the years in those accounts. I know it for a fact. So what we got to watch for in this black hole that we were talking about is that these hedge fund managers know that a lot of the things that they've taken risk in are not going to make it. So they're going to rush over to Bitcoin. And that makes it a black hole because they don't understand it. No one can really technically identify the whole process. They're talking about regulating it now. It was mentioned on the White House press briefing today. Since yesterday afternoon, it's lost nearly 2,000 points. That's what I was telling you. Guys, and one other thing, let me say this. Many people have said for years and years that the market or the stock market is about timing. Right, you know when to get in, when to get out. You think you're smarter than God? No, because he's going to bring it down. And he's, like I said in the video before, gold and silver will be cast out into the street and cursed because you can't feed your family with it. Someone will walk up with a handful of gold and you got a loaf of bread. You're going to tell them hit the road. You're not going to take that gold and try to make your children eat it when they need that bread. You understand what I'm saying? Not only that, what else were we told in the New Testament? If the master of the house had known the hour when the thief would come, he would have not left the house unguarded. Not verbatim, but you know the verse I'm talking about, guys. When God moves, it's going to be fast. No one's going to know it. You're not going to know it. The timing of the markets is not yours to know. Not in this end time. In other words, yesterday afternoon, if people were buying in, and I'll show you, let's move down to this scale here. The high was $11,377.33. See that? Now, today, at close was 9,238. The low was 9,028. Let me hold it right there. Now, that tells you almost $2,000. So people that bought in again here yesterday at 11.15, they took a sucker bet. You guys that did it, you didn't listen to the last video. The way this works, the original Bitcoin PONZI scheme founders, and there's so many people falling for this, I can't believe it. People that I thought were truthers, people that I thought were preachers and pastors on YouTube, have all fallen for this, or either they haven't maybe fallen for it, but they're leading you into falling for it. So we don't know when the thief's going to come, so they're at the end time, so that blows away this market timing. But again, yesterday, $2,000 lost from then to closing. So the originators know how the market works. They know to pump it up, wait for it to burst, and right before it bursts, they sell out. They sell their shares. Then they let all the newcomers come in and lose everything, lose all of their investment that they had in Bitcoin or one of the other cryptocurrencies. It drops the price. So it dropped $2,000 yesterday, and that was a day after I warned everyone that this was going to happen. You understand what I'm saying? So they let it drop, price drops. Then since they took their money out at $11,377 yesterday afternoon and caused this collapse because they started selling, you guys that just were suckered into buying fool's gold, lost it. Now as this thing drops, they can buy in at half price, and double their amount of Bitcoin usage. But in the end, because of government regulation and taxes, and because there's no real basis, there's no real backing for what you're seeing. They can say, well, that's based on gold. Is it? Prove it. It's not. And so we're seeing kind of the end time beast system of money being developed. Will you be fooled? I hope you don't. Again, from yesterday, $2,000. If you bought in at 11,015, you lost it yesterday. You better sell it. And I want to talk about a couple other things. The reason you want to sell and get out now, because you're not going to know the timing. The manipulators above you, the originators, think they know the timing, but they're going to try to keep it right on the balance to where they get out right before the entire market collapse. But nobody knows the hour that that thief will come in. I'd like to show you something for just a moment. These guys are the sponsors for our website, have been from day one. They have helped us stay afloat. Remember when we got hacked a couple of years ago? Guys, if it hadn't been for them and you guys coming in and stocking up with this 20-year shelf life food, then we probably would not have been able to take the time to maintain the channel. We had to struggle through it. But we're talking about, in the video before this, 2-week food supply, okay? What have they got here? 1 week food supply, 40 servings for $47. You're not going to beat it. It's just $20 off, but that's a lot, guys. Can you imagine 40 servings for $47? You're not going to go out and eat out. You barely can buy groceries for that. But come here. I want you to check this out. I'm going to put a link to it. There are much larger scale food supply setups than this, but this is a good way to get started. It's got a lot of food in there. But so you've got maybe 2 people in your family. For so less than $100, you can each get a week's supply. You think about that. Or if it's just one person and the Marines are telling you to get a 2-week supply, you still got less than $100 in it. You're not going to beat it because 20-year shelf life. It's all freeze dried. You boil some water, even if you got to do it on a campfire. Pour this in, stir it up, and you will survive. They also have the top of the line water filters. I use them. You've seen the video to where we developed the Aqua Flow Max to increase the outflow on the bottom tank. Love it. I use it for everything. But again, you've got non-GMO seeds, water filtration, air purification, survival essentials, camping gear, stoves, power and lighting, things like that are all here. I'm not going to try to push gold and cryptocurrency on my website because the Bible tells us that that is a lost cause. It does tell us to prepare. And these guys have helped us from day one. Guys, I'm going to put a link just under this. But I want to say one other thing. You've got, this is called short-term food storage as far as a 1-week supply, but it has a 20-year shelf life. But if you go into your family food storage options, things like that, and let me say this. I know it's an advertisement in a way, but these guys have helped us, and here's something that's going to happen. Thousands of you have went here from our link, bought food, stored it, supported our channel, and guys, when it hits the fan, you're going to be you're going to be opening these 20-year shelf life cans of food and these storage units and feed your family. You're not going to have to go get in the FEMA line. And I know that at the end of the year, people are investing in things because of tax write-off, or you're seeing the new things come out, cars, whatever. Stop for a moment. We may not have a long time here. A couple of years, 3 years, 4 years. We really don't know that. Things could happen much quicker than that. One thing you want to do before you get into a big note, a new purchase, when you can really get by, think about on what you have. But you could take this, what they've got here is different pricings. You've got a year supply for 4 people, 6 months for 4 people, a year for 4 people. Different smaller units. You've got a winter soup kit, 104 servings for $127. This makes sense. On the money you're thinking about you need to go and do something with, when your children are hungry and you are hungry and you have one option, get in that FEMA line and hope you come back. Or be wise. We are in the end times. There's no more time to play games. You need to get prepared. Not only that, you prepare yourself. You're not buying fool's gold and silver. You prepare for food, water. They have water filtration that will go into any stream, pond, puddle, anything except salt water, and get you some fresh water that you can survive on. You'll need it to mix with your freeze-dried food, but you can live 3 days without water, 3 weeks without food. You don't want to have to get into that situation. Think ahead. This is the time to prepare. Prepare yourself. Not only that, it helps people like me continue to bring the message to you, even though we see a turning over of the guard, and we're about to see on December 14th, the net neutrality law that Obama put in place that actually gave the censorship judge, jury, and executioner role to Silicon Valley. That's going to be taken away from them. They're crying foul because that was their new world order takeover plan. And what it does, it helps this channel survive. It will help your family survive. Let me show you one other thing. These are the last 5 videos that I've put up. Here, and with the yellow dollar sign here, guys, it says not suitable for most advertisers on the last 3, and they've all 3 been about the Marines possibly raiding and now verified Langley and taking the CIA down, and we got 4,300 sealed indictments. And people are saying there's no way that's true. Do you think they would hit those 3 videos? Well, under here, there's things that are very important. But starting with the North Korea deal, coming into the 4chan information with QAnon about the Langley events, they started hitting them. But here we got multiple bombshells hit the swamp report from InfoWars, Bitcoin Black Fool, Ballin, Alabama, Iron Bowl, Swamp Bowl, and this is about Judge Roy Moore, which they don't like that. But they were backing off somewhat. But now that we're getting to the truth, it's showing. And so what they do is this way try to stop you or try to convince you not to do this type video by stopping your monetization. Now, guys, the Patriot Supply, they support us. You guys support us. And we'll make it either way. I'm just pointing out, this is how it works. You start getting to the truth. They want to shut you down any way they can. And it's important because, guys, not only at Patriot Supply do you help us through these times when the truth is getting down to the very edge, to the very end times where it's critical. That's when we're going to get hit the hardest. But when you do that, you put food up for your family and you help keeping the truth come out. We appreciate it. This is a heads up. Be safe.